Hi, I'm contractor Steve Roth, and we're here today looking at these columns. These are a great treatment, and you look here at the original stone pediments we have here. These are probably original to the house, probably over 150 years old. We didn't want to lose that character. But to complement that, we wanted a heavy timber structure that blended in with the rest of the trim we're putting on here. This is a great product from Fypon called a column surround. I'm going to show you how we install. And why they call it a column wrap is if you look at the shape of this, they mold a U shape in one piece. So there's no mitering to worry about. That's all taken care of. Along with this U shape, then you're going to have a cover that comes with the kit, and that cover will just cap it off and finish it off. But more important than that is we take a good look at the structural component of what's inside of this column wrap. You want to make sure you've got a good secure timber. This is just a 4x4 that we picked up at the lumber yard. We also picked up at the lumber yard a couple of mounting bases made out of steel, so we can lock in that base, and we can also lock it in at the top as well. You notice a lot of blocking in here. In the core of that column wrap, we've got room that we wanted to build out the blocking so we can secure the wrap to that. But also, if you notice that electrical box up top, I'm putting different lanterns on each column wrap. I've mounted the box in place, and as you look on the back side, I can put the actual Romex wire to actually have a wire chase inside of that cavity of the column wrap. So let's actually do that. I'm going to start where we've pre-cut this, and I've also already machined in for the electrical box. So this is very simple to where we're just sliding this into place. There's where the electrical box is. We're good to go on that. Now, when I was dry fitting that earlier, I already checked for plumb. You want to make sure that when you install your blocking in the core, that you're plumb in both directions, and that column's looking very natural when it's installed. Now, looking from the back side, we get a really good view of what's going on in this cavity. We've got the blocking installed, so that's secured right up to the side walls of the column wrap. And also, if you notice up top, there's where the wire chase is going in for the electrical lantern on the front side. It's nice to have that cavity in there to do custom things like that. Then look here at the bottom. We've got this centered between the structural posts, but if you had to align that and have a little bit of giveaway, maybe an inch to the left or to the right, this gives you the freedom to do that, which is really nice that you don't have to be dead on with your actual structural post. Now I'm ready to secure that. I want to put a trim screw. I like to use these little trim screws. They're non-corrosive and they're smaller heads, so it's not going to be so obtrusive as far as when we get the nail head in place. But I'm going to come off to the side here and secure into that blocking each way. Just a couple like that, that'll lock in that bottom, and then I can do the top. Get a couple in there as well. There. Now, as far as the cover, we're going to do a dry fit. And that's just basically going to cap that off. It's not mitered, it's just a butt cut, but it's going to fit on there nicely. We'll take that off. Here's the important part. We want to make sure we're using construction adhesive when we cap that off. And we've got quite a bit of area here, probably a good inch of flat area, so we can get a good bead all along there. Then we'll go right back. We know the cover fits, but now we're actually ready to install. There we go. Now I'll pick a side. I'll pick this front side and I'll just flush that off. And I'll use those little trim screws again. You notice I didn't have to do any pre-drilling. Working with the polyurethane foam is very clean and easy to work with. Yet the material has density where it actually pulls the screw head right into, and you can counterbore that a little bit. As long as you're getting the one side flush and nice and even, it's almost an automatic that when you come to the back side, it's going to be already in place.